The Sarikunda East Knockout Cup final, where the game started on time and was completed before darkness, but not without controversy, as the final between Medina Football Club and Falcons was decided by a controversial second-half penalty awarded to Medina by the central referee. Medina won the tie 1-0 to claim their third knockout trophy in the Sarikunda East Nawetans. MS Jallo reports.
It was the game many described as the dream final of the 2013 Sarikunda East Nawetan football tournament. Medina of Talending up against Falcons of Abuko, two teams with a big fan base, and the expectations fit the billings. The atmosphere was colorful and the ambience from both sets of fans was electrifying, depicting the real beauty of Nawetan football. Thousands of Nawetan football enthusiasts filled the Sarikunda East Mini Stadium to capacity well before kickoff, amongst them the country's football's top brass. But despite the carnival atmosphere of the game, the 2013 CESDO Knockout Cup final will be long remembered for the wrong reasons. A controversial second-half penalty decision awarded to Medina by a central referee, which turned out to be the difference. A decision many describe as a refereeing blunder, but others too may differ in opinion about the penalty. Medina came into the game chasing a third knockout trophy, whilst Falcons were aiming for their first major title in the Sarikunda East Nawetans. Despite Medina being the more experienced side and tipped as favorites, it was Falcons who were the better side right from the start. Falcons could have been in front in the opening 5 minutes, but striker Khalifa Jara failed to direct his free header. Moments later, Falcons had another glorious chance, this time Modu Conte doing very well to dispossess Medina on the edge of the box, but he shot over the bar from a decent position. Medina at times looked to have found their rhythm, with some neat passing masterminded by their midfield dynamo, Buba Baji. But Falcons dominated the midfield battle, with Sana Jaju and Modu Conte very outstanding, overshadowing Medina's Mamadou Lamin Jatta, who was kept quiet for most of the game. Medina looked to hit their opponents on the break, but any time they attacked, they were repelled back by the outstanding defensive pairing of Malan Tamba and Sekou Jatta, with the latter being outstanding at the back for Falcons throughout the campaign, winning almost all the tackles and aerial balls. The first period ended 0 apiece, with neither side able to find the target in a very entertaining first 45 minutes. The two teams remained unchanged coming into the second period. 4 minutes into the second half, this happened. The central referee awarding Medina a penalty after he judged the Falcon player to have handled the ball in the box. The referee did not hesitate to point to the spot, even though television replays indicates that the decision was cast on Falcons. Whether it is a penalty or not, opinions are bound to differ, but the other talking point was in or outside of the box. Falcons players protested, but the referee's decision will not change. Medina's goalkeeper Sekou Cisse came from the other side to take the responsibility of the spot kick, and the shot stopper turned scorer by calmly slotting the ball past his opposite number to give his side the lead. Despite trailing 1-0 and feeling hard done by the decision, Falcons mounted an all-out offensive, throwing more bodies in front in search of an equalizer. Falcons created numerous chances and came very close to scoring, but all their chances went begging. The closest they came was when Umar Diouf hit the crossbar from close range and Khalifa Jara heading wide from the rebound. Medina survived and held on to win by 1-0 to lift the Sarikunda East knockout trophy. But the final score did not reflect the performance on the pitch. This was the reactions of both coaches after the game.
What are your views regarding this very hugely contested game?
My views are extreme because the game have played well. Both teams have played well, and then in any game there must be a winner, and we become the winner. I think that counts a lot, and the fans are okay, and then everybody is all right. I think that's what my view, which impressed me very well to the final. Yeah.
How can you rate your opponent?
Fantastic. They also played very well. They have their chances. They could not capitalize on these clear-cut chances, definitely.
And you take on the penalty, the spot kick?
Yeah, the spot kick is part of the game. So we got it, and then we slot it in. That's the winner.
A fair thing that the referee blew in your favor?
To me, it was it's a fair decision to me. No matter what, it's a fair decision. It's all about football. So the referee called it, and he also is there to officiate the game. So he saw it and then blew it. So luckily it comes on my way. But hard luck to them and better luck to them next time. They're also a good side. They played very well.
Your assessment of the whole game?
Of the whole game for today. My assessment for the game today, for the side of my team, I think they have performed really well, and then they have performed to expectation. We have played, and then we conceded a penalty which resulted to a goal, which was too bad. But actually, referee decision is only final. I could not say anything about that. But I mean, looking at the overall performance of my boys, I think they have done really well, and then they have created the chances. It's just that they did not utilize the chances. And then if you create chances and then you don't put them in, at the end of the day, if the opponent got a single down and then put it in, that's the end of the game. And then it is exactly it happens exactly in that way.
Some of your team members may be claiming foul play regarding the penalty that was the penalty decision that was made against you. What is your take on it?
Well, I'm not taking anything about it. Like I said, I'm not here to criticize them, the referees and the like. The referee decision is final, and then they are there to officiate the game. And if they see anything that warrants bullying, they'll bully it.
Falcons received a consolation prize of $20,000, whilst Medina went home with $25,000 as winners. The talented outfit has now won the Serekunda East Knockout Trophy for the third time. Medina might be celebrating their third success in this competition, but this particular final will be long remembered by many for the controversial penalty decision, which was the turning point of this very entertaining final. Mohamed S. Jallo, Grts Sports. The Super Nawetan, that is the zonal draw, was made or held over the weekend on Sunday. As we all know, the Super Nawetan is the most exciting football competition in the Gambia. It brings together all the recognized zones under the Gambia Football Federations, and the draw was made on Sunday. And it brings together, we have some very, very mouth-watering draws, some very, very thrilling draws. In Group 1, you have the defending champions, that is Brikama.
Okay.
Up against Gunjur, Brufut, Serekunda West, Sukuta, and Manjai. So that is a very, very, very interesting group. Let me just repeat that: Brufut, Gunjur, Brikama, Gunjur, Brufut, Serekunda West, Sukuta, and Manjai. Yeah, very interesting group. As you can see, there are some very mouth-watering ties. Gunjur, Brufut, that is a derby, and you have Sukuta, Gunjur, that is also a derby. In fact, that is going to be the Mandinka derby. Gunjur and Sukuta are two communities that have a joking relationship, so that derby is definitely going to be very, very interesting. Then in Group B is where you have Bakau, and then you have Lamen, Serekunda Central, Banjul, and Serekunda East. So that is also a very, very tough group. Bakau, we know where the finalists last year, they lost against Brikama in a very, very interesting final. Lamen won it previously. Serekunda Central probably might be the weakest weakest team in this group, although they could cause some upsets. Banjul is a powerhouse in Gambian football, and of course Serekunda East, we all know, is another powerhouse in Gambian football. So that is the draw for the Super Nawetan, and it is going to start on the 1st of December. So football fans in the country can't wait for the start of the Super Nawetan.
1st December.
Yeah, 1st December. It is the biggest and the most exciting football competition in the Gambia. Which zone do you support? You are from Serekunda West.
Yeah, of course. Why not Serekunda?
All right. Anyway, I will reserve mine. I will reserve my zone. But I know that my zone is definitely going for the trophy this time around. But I'll not tell you which zone I belong to.
Anyway, football fans, be prepared. That's the message.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, MS. The stage is being set for the 5th edition of the Sports Journalists of the Gambia's Awards ceremony to be held on the 29th of this month. The annual event recognizes the contributions of the deserving men and women in Gambian sports. 8 awards are up for grabs on the night. MS Jallo sat with Musa Sise, the chairperson of the awards committee, and asked him about the significance and the level of preparations ahead of the awards night.
Well, Musa, great to have you on sports tonight, I believe for the first time. Anyway, you have been very busy for the past few days, weeks. trying to put the finishing touches to the 5th edition of the